What surprises me most is, I'd say, the almost lack of people my age in the past 5 years, but in the last 2 or 3 years, maybe through the pandemic, it's become more obvious that there's more people that in the, mid to late 20s that start getting into it, which is great to see.
I like seeing all the new technology come into the industry. There's always new advancements in robotics, different work holding types, different machinery types.
Coming from a smaller shop, the surprise was the advancement in automation. It was surprising the technology that some of these bigger shops, and especially the industry, the market leaders and machine manufacturers are pushing towards. Surprised me most about the woodworking industry, I think, was coming from outside of the woodworking industry, how open and willing everybody was to share and collaborate, and really take me on and help me learn, from a granular level all the way up.
What I'm most excited about in the industry is the introduction of robotics and the automation that you start to see more and more in customer shops. I think a lot of people are afraid, thinking that robots are going to take jobs, but the biggest issue is that it's sometimes harder to find workers, and maybe that's your only option. And the other thing is that you still need people to operate those robots, and so we're not really going to get rid of jobs. It's just another method, another tool to have for your shop.
The most exciting thing coming into the industry has to be a lot of this automation. Everything's about becoming user-friendly now, and takes a lot of the guesswork out of it. Some new technologies that I'm most excited about is like figuring out how to automate current processes that a human is responsible for, not to replace them, but just to do more with the people that we have.
The quality of a person behind everything, so the people in the shop, the people in the industry, everyone wants to keep this thing going. As a whole in the industry, they want to keep it going and be alive. They want to help you out, and they just want to see it succeed.
Yeah, some of the new technologies I'm really excited about are on the automation side. And then obviously we get into IoT 4.0, Industry 4.0, a lot of rapid changes occurring there. And the automation side, the ergonomics, really making the factory floor a little bit more receptive to everybody on the operator side of things.
What I like most about the woodworking industry is probably the camaraderie. Even with your competitors, everybody understands we're here for the same grind, we're all doing the same thing, there's a mutual respect, and there's a lot of friendly faces, and I've yet to really meet anybody that isn't welcoming or accepting of people that are younger to the industry.
I think it turns into more about the operator skills and the programming skills being more about focused on the office rather than it used to be, can you hire a skilled woodworker to do your cabinet work because he's the only guy that knows how to do it. Now it's more about who can tell your computer or your machine how to do it the way you need it to be done. The engineering is still a massive part of it, but really the push towards, I think, bringing younger folks in to do the automation. It's much easier to get a young guy interested in a CNC or a young person interested in CAD or CAM than it is to get them interested in running a table saw. I think the future looks like, in the industry, looks a little bit more towards service and support. I think as we get more sophisticated pieces of machinery, we're gonna need sophisticated people to understand how to keep those machines running well.
The future of this industry looks young. I've seen tons of young faces walking through the hallways of this show, and it's nice knowing that this industry is going to stick around for a while.
I think the future is going to be great for all the young technicians, coming up. Just the technology advancing, and it's going to be a bright future.
I think the future looks good for the industry as more technologies come out. A lot of newer companies are up and coming, a lot of startup companies that might do something as simple as make a new screw type for manufacturing, all the way up to new types of robots, new types of machines, and you think, wow, I didn't think that I could do things that way, and we start to see the new technologies, and that's really exciting, I think.
I think the future for the woodworking industry is bright. Again, there's a lot of innovation occurring right now. There's a lot of collaboration. I would argue probably more than there's ever been. And the opportunity is there for no matter where you're entering the industry, what skill level you're at, there's a place for you here, and it's continuing to grow. It's exciting.